Hello and welcome to Rocks and Rose Tarot, where we're always getting messages from the divine. We're always divinely guided from spirit, our ancestors, our spirit guides, and our angels. So tonight I am going to pull a charm out of the bag so that we can see who this next reading is for. All right. Ooh. This reading is for my Tauruses. So Taurus, this reading is for you. All right, so let's dig into this reading. Let's see what the energy is for you in this reading. I'm not going to take any cards just yet. Let's get them shuffled up a little bit. I'm going to cut the deck. And let's tap into this energy for my strong, amazing Tauruses. Just want to pop right on out. Man, this is going to be a spicy reading. I have a feeling it's going to be fast. All right, Spirit, what message do you have for my lovely Tauruses? All right. We'll start here. I got a few more. And, all right. All right, let's see what else. What other messages do you have for my Taurus collective? Let's make sure these are all within view. Getting everything that's popping out here. Oh, almost on the floor. All right. I may have to just take a minute to straighten these when I'm done. And honestly, this one, I'm being directed to pop that one out. So when Spirit talks to me, I listen. All right, Taurus. Okay. And really, I'm just looking for one more. And there it is. Interesting. All right. The bottom of the deck is the Two of Cups. And I do believe, and I've been wrong before, but I do believe this is shaping up to be about a love. It's looking like a love reading, Taurus. Okay. So I believe that you may be en route to meet your soulmate, maybe the love of your life, maybe come into union with a very, very strong connection. Now, this is Cancer energy. With the water, I feel like there's going to be a very strong attraction. What I'm picking up is and I know this sounds very cliche, but it's almost like love at first sight. But this is the bottom of the deck. I do believe this shapes the reading, the overall picture. But this, since it is on the bottom of the deck, I always kind of read that as, you know, something that you don't see coming or something that's like kind of hidden for right now. Okay. I do believe that this may be a very scandalous connection. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm very excited. So let's jump into this. Let me make sure that I'm getting everything straightened up. Like, I want to be ready for this. have a really great friend that's a Taurus. I just love her to pieces. All right. So we're getting these all straightened up. Okay, Taurus. I feel like this is just about as perfect as we're gonna get. So we're gonna start down here. But first, let me just, sometimes I forget, let's take a stock of how many major arcana there are. So we have 1, 2, 3, and yeah, we have 3. Okay. So we'll take them. All right. So start with the 7 of Cups here. I think that you are the type that really attracts a lot of suitors. That's what I'm getting. I feel like you have a lot of choices in love. But I think you almost kind of have an energy of like not really being able to like make a decision. Let's see, I'm picking up on something right here. Maybe you give off this illusion that you don't have choices. Maybe you play hard to get. If that's you, give me a thumbs up. I don't know. I feel like you have choices, but maybe you play a little hard to get. I don't know. So now we have the 2 of Wands. Okay. I think in the past you've been just indecisive. You've kind of given off this illusion that like you don't have the choices, but I think you're like you're doing a turnabout or a turnaround. And now you're kind of like, instead of having your back to the shore, you're kind of facing that shore head on. I think for once you're finally going to take a risk. You're planning your first move. I think there's something that you're beginning to be decisive about. Okay. Now we come to the first major arcana in the spread, the Magician. Okay. I think that you are a very good communicator. You have a lot of resources at your disposal. I do think you have really good soft skills. So, like talking to people, like maybe if you work at a job where you have to like be front facing and talk to customers or clients, you have really good customer service skills. So like you use that to your advantage. But I think you're influential. Like you may be a person like in your hometown or city that you live in, like people know who you are. Okay. But I think you're about to do something kind of risky, like different than what you're used to doing. And being a Taurus, I do think that there's a certain amount of like comfort and like kind of like doing the same thing, not stepping outside of the box much. But I think at this point, you're thinking about doing something a little risky. But I think you are confident in yourself because you have these influence. You have influence and you have these skills that are helping you. Okay, so now we come to the 3 of Swords. I do believe that there has been heartbreak in your life. This card, I pick up on Libran energy, which also shares the ruling planet with you, Venus. So there's kind of there's a bittersweet energy here. Like, and I don't know why this is coming into my head, but beautiful heartbreak is what I'm hearing. And I just got chills. Like, I think as heartbreaking as it is, you've like made the decision to feel like it was a beautiful heartbreak. Like, if you were going to get your heart broken, like, this would be the way to go. I know that sounds really weird, but maybe there's somebody out there that can resonate with that message. A bittersweet heartbreak. Like, I don't know. Um, but it's overwhelming. I think it's caused you to be stuck. Maybe it was somebody that you were really in love with and they were a beautiful person and it was a beautiful relationship, but it ended, or it really hurt you to the core. So it feels unresolved with this Six of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's such a weird message. I don't know why I would say beautiful heartbreak, but it's like, if something's gonna happen, like, you feel like it was the most beautiful way that you could have gotten your heart broken. I don't know. Take that for what it is. Just giving you what I'm picking up on. Okay, so after the Six of Swords in the reverse, we have the Six of Cups. So this definitely could be a person that you knew from your childhood. Maybe you were like high school sweethearts, or you knew this person like as a small child and you kind of grew up together and became lovers, but you know, something bittersweet about it. Maybe it's like your first heartbreak, like the first time you ever got your heart broken. It felt so innocent, but it's like maybe you're reminiscing and like, man, like it was the most beautiful way to get my heart broken. I don't know. I don't know, but let's keep moving on. Maybe some of these things will get a little more clear. So the Seven of Swords is in the reverse, so like that's a good thing. When the Seven of Swords is in the upright, that's a lot of like two-faced deception, lying. But with it being in the reverse, I feel like you're kind of like pulling yourself up into the position of being in control a little bit. I think that something's happened with this, and maybe it goes back to you taking a risk and planning your next move, and you're feeling very influential and powerful. I feel like there's a confession coming in. I feel like maybe this person may have slandered your name, or maybe you said something about this person to somebody else and they're like really feeling it, like, oh, that was not a good thing to like cross the Taurus, because now like maybe they are now feeling forced to have to come to you and confess something, like they know that you know something, or maybe they're just feeling like you deserve some closure with this unresolved situation. Maybe they're coming to tell you they're sorry. I don't know. Okay, so let's keep moving on to this Four of Pentacles in the reverse. So, yeah, it's an open energy. So I feel like this turned around because of something that happened. Maybe you were innocent in the situation, so now they're coming with a confession. They're coming very open. Maybe they're going to be generous with you about something. Because this is in the reverse. If this card was upright, it would be somebody that's very greedy, like they hold their pentacles, like they're not going to share with you, but it's in the reverse. So, and it blends perfectly with this Wheel of Fortune, and actually, I've done a few other readings tonight, and this Wheel of Fortune card keeps coming up. So I think for everyone, things are changing. I think we're all kind of feeling that recently in the last couple weeks, especially when Mercury went direct and got out of retrograde. But now I'm pretty sure Saturn's in retrograde and it just started. So Saturn is coming for people like settle scores. So I think that, maybe there's this Saturn energy that is holding people accountable. Like Saturn's not letting people get away with stuff that they've done in the past. So maybe that's helping with these changes and these cycles. But I think it's okay. Now what I'm getting is you would have never guessed that this person would have come and, confessed or apologized. Like when pigs fly, that person's going to tell you. It's very unexpected. Because I think there's just a real transformation happening. And again, this death card just popped out a couple of times in other readings that I've done. But I just think something's happening to cause a change and a transformation in this situation, and it's going to put it to an end. This Ten of Swords is like, typically it's like the end of something, but you see like there's this yellow sky that's denoting like an ending's happening, but a new beginning's like on the horizon. I feel like you felt backstabbed and like you were done with this, but I think with it being right next to the death card, I think that there's something being put to rest here. It's going to end. It's done. And what I'm seeing next is crazy because the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands are here. I mean, that's like divine counterparts. And then there's this Knight of Wands like in between. So there's going to be very quick movement between these two. And I think it's because this situation from the past, I think when you're finally able to resolve that by getting the truth in a confession and you're getting this openness, like it almost changes your energy, like the wheel in your energy changes to then let it go. Like you're kind of like, that's all I ever wanted in this situation from the past was just to be released from it. I just needed somebody to help me understand, and maybe it was a miscommunication between both of you. So I do think, of course, this is a love reading. It has to do with a union that, I think it's kind of like two parts, like a union that you were in the past, but then one that's coming in the future. But I think when you were able to resolve these unresolved issues here, it put an end to it so that you could quickly move into this fiery like partnership. And of course, just like with anything, it may not be a love reading, it may not be your soulmate, but I'm strongly picking up that it is. And there's going to be a fiery connection, like fire. Like I'm picking up Alicia Keys, That Girl's on Fire. I think that's what it's called. Like that might be your theme song while you're kind of, moving into this. Like maybe you need to listen to it. Maybe there's something there. But you're confident now. Like unfortunately, this other person giving you what you needed helped you move into this confidence, which is okay. Like sometimes we can do it on our own, but sometimes we need somebody just to like give us that little bit that we need to just like move them out. And I think this King of Wands is coming in hot. Like hot. He is coming in hot. Very charming. Energetic, is like all about you. All about you, Taurus. And this, he's matching your energy. Remember when I said, I think it was here, that you're influential and you're powerful, like you have all these resources? Well, so does this King of Wands. And you guys are really matching each other's energy, which is gorgeous, Taurus. So you definitely need to eat this up. Like, if this hasn't already happened for you, just know it's coming. But I don't know. There's a little part of me that thinks that maybe you know who this is. Maybe there's already been some connection. I don't know, but I'm loving this for you. Just loving it. So to round this reading out, I'm going to go ahead and get a message from my Divine Feather Messenger deck. So let's see, Spirit. Okay, well, you got a few. You got the Parrot, and it says, let go of others' thoughts and opinions. It is time to embrace who you really are. The Goose. Your dreams and desires are calling you to action. The journey begins today. And the Ostrich. It says the choice is clear for you now. Follow the wisdom and truth you feel in your heart. Gorgeous. I love it. So Taurus, keep your head up. I think you're being released from an old situation, and I don't know whether you're the masculine or feminine. It really doesn't matter. Just know that you all are coming together, and I love it. So please give me a thumbs up if this message resonated with you. I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. And until next time, I'll see you in the next video.